Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vedanta means in Bihar, Bengal, Angam Galitam Palitam Mundam Dashan Vihinam Jatam Tundam. Dashana Vihinam without the teeth. So, in that part of our country, they don't say Vedanta, they say Vedanta. No teeth. It is not meant for the old people. Normally, we have this funny thing. There are three places where the people come together. First place, hospitals. Nobody is invited to go to hospital. They go on their own, and huge crowds. The second place is the temples or holy places. And the third place is the gym. Now see the number of people visiting these places. Hospitals always overcrowded because all of them are unhealthy. So wherever there is a huge crowd, unhealthy people have come together. Then the second one is the temples and holy places. What for we go to the temples and holy places? Only for getting our desires fulfilled. Oh Lord, let my son get married. He doesn't want to get married. He is happy. How can we be happy? So, we go to the temples so that our desires are fulfilled. And the third place is the gym. Now, who goes to the gym? Only those who are healthy. What for? To maintain the healthy status. And when you go to the gym, you will see there are many machines standing there pathetically. Come on, somebody should come. But hardly anybody goes there. Because healthy people are very few in this world. Either we are lost in getting our desires fulfilled through all the means. First efforts, then bribe, then samadama danda bheda. We do all these techniques so that our desires are fulfilled. And when nothing is possible, then we go to the temple, bribe him also. Oh Lord, if this happens, Savva Rupe ka peda. You must have done recently Ganesh Puja. We go to the shop and buy Ganesha. Bargaining. Kitne ka hai? Oh, this is costing 251. Such a small one, 251, you are looting the whole world. I'll give you only 51 rupees. And we get him at home and then put him there. Ganesha, I should get $1 million lottery. Ganesha says, I am 51 rupees. With this investment, that kind of thing. Our upasana is nothing but fulfilling the desires. Our going to the hospital is nothing but declaring our unhealthy status. But when we come to the gym, our satsanga is like a gym. And therefore, why I am telling you this, people ask us any kind of question. There is no limit to those questions. Right from, starting from, Amiji, why Bhagwan Ram is always with the bow and arrow? And why Shiva is with the trident, Trishula? But Krishna is with a flute. Why? I said, I think you have got a common sense. No, please tell. I said, look here. Rama is with his wife. So he has to protect himself. Shiva is with his wife. He has to protect himself. Krishna is not with his wife. Radha is not his wife. Therefore, enjoying life. Don't create relations and become miserable in this world. Then how to deal with the relations? Don't take them seriously. You simply know that this is only virtual reality. Virtual reality we enjoy. We don't suffer. Even in the suffering is we enjoy. Because it is virtual reality. Unless we come to this state of understanding, we are nowhere on the spiritual path. The first part is called as the Dharma Chakra, wherein we take this world as very much real and we want to improve the world, although we have destroyed our world, but we want to improve the world. And thereafter, we want to get our desires fulfilled. So we are told the rules and regulations how to live in this world. So we are told, Satyam vada, dharmam chara, swadhyaya anma pramadaha, acharyaya priyam dhanamavrutya prajatantum ma vyavachetsi, matrudevo bhava, pitrudevo bhava. Dharma Shastra. Then from there we, as if we graduate. And then we go to the temples. And in the temple, we are told there are many various deities. If you are following Bhagavan Vishnu, everything should be yellow, yellow, dirty fellow. If you are following Devi, everything should be red, red, It's always in a hot mood. If you are going to Shiva, always everything white, white, white. Rules and regulations. What for? So that you can get your desire fulfilled. Then we go to yoga. What for? Aao twist kare. Twisting the body is the only meaning of yoga. So, these three things occupies the maximum part of our total life. But if we know the limit and the place of each one of them, Dharma Shastra, how far and not further. Upasana, thus far, not thereafter. Yoga, this is the meaning of yoga. When these three things are practiced, then we are slowly preparing ourselves for the spiritual life. So this is only preparation. And then the real spiritual life begins. This is the topic of Upadesha sara. About the history and the life of Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, you know more than me. So I want to hide my ignorance. It is said, it is better to keep your mouth shut and let the people think that you are dumb than to open the mouth and give them the evidence. It's better, keep quiet. I am following that technique. So, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, this story comes. Some of his devotee was translating some part of the Shiva Puran, wherein the story goes, the people were busy in their this karma kanda, doing lot of fireworks and everything, yajna, etc. And you see these jains, when they do the puja, they make their wives dance. They will not do anything. But credit, they want everything. Like the ladies do. The cooks in the house, they cook the food. But while serving, they will come and serve. And then you tell, Mama, this is very nicely cooked. Ah. They want to take the credit freely. And suppose you tell, oh, this is how terrible you are cooked. No, Swami, these cooks are doing like that. Both are made for each other. So, these ladies were doing everything to those husbands, get me this, get me that, and they were running around, and for the yajna karma was going on. And there they see one young, smart, handsome youth, and all of them were attracted towards him. All these ladies must have been fed up of the oldies all the time around. So they all went there. And these giants who were doing the yajna, give the matchbox. You're not even looking and thanking. So it is not coming. What happened? She is not there. No problem. Where she has gone? So all of them started searching. And they saw that all their wives were around a young, smart, beautiful, handsome boy. So they went there. And after they went there, to them, this Upadesha was given by Lord Shiva, because he was none other than Lord Shiva. And that Upadesh has to be translated in Tamil. So up to this portion, the translator did the job. But when the time of instructions, spiritual instructions to be given to those husbands, he was sincere. He said, no, I am not qualified. Unqualified teachers are allowed only in the Mera Bharat Mahan. Those who are good for nothing, they are given special status, teaching the children. So they teach. Monday, Mande, Monday. Tuesday, Chude, Tuesday. Wednesday, Wende, Wednesday. This is happening in our beautiful country because unqualified teachers are asked to teach. So this great translator, he said, no, I am not qualified to take the shoes of Shiva and give the instruction and translate it in Tamil. I can't do it. So he approached Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi. Bhagwan, you are qualified to tell this. And thereafter, that instruction was translated by Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi in the form of this Upadesha sara. So Upadesha sara is, sara means the essence. Upadesha means what? Upadesha, Upavasa, Upanishada. Upa means near. So Upadesha, Desha means a place. So that instruction which will bring us to our essential nature, that instruction is called as Upadesha. And the essence of it. Otherwise, there is no end to that Upadesha. The essence is indicated. And essence has these four elements. First, the Dharma, then Upasana, then Yoga, and then ultimately the last word. This is how the theme is developed in this most beautiful, small, cryptic composition, but highly pregnant, containing all the wisdom in the world. In this book, Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi has used a very small little meter wherein you don't have to be a tansen to sing. Even if you don't know how to sing, doesn't matter. Only few words are there. And those who don't sing, I am always in favor of them because I also don't sing. So the instruction begins. First, 1, 2, 3. First 3 verses, they talk about the path of Dharma. Dharma is always karma pradhan. So the place and position of dharma or the karma must be distinctly understood. And if properly practiced, it becomes a spiritual practice or it becomes only a matter of further bondage. Bhagavan continues, Kartuhu ajneya prapyate phalam karma kim param karma tajjadam. Kartuhu ajneya. Kartu means Bhagavan, the creator. We are all like the puppets under the command of the Lord, and He decides what result should be given to us, what karma phala given to us. Like we write the paper, answer books, and how much marks to be given to us, the teacher decides, not we. In one place, I was staying with some teacher, and she was evaluating the answer books of class 10 or class 12, board books, answer books. So she said, Swamiji, I know you won't mention anywhere. Now see this answer book. What should I do? That boy or girl, whosoever may be, written. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. The whole answer book was full with this japa. At the end, for God's sake, please pass me. I have not studied. So she asked, Swamiji, what should I do? I said, fail him. You are so clear. I said, yes, he doesn't deserve. See, friends. Then that boy will have, what will have his interpretation. See, I have chanted Lord's name so much. Pages and pages I wrote. But what result I got? You got the right result. See. So, kartuhu ajneya phalam prapyate. See how much dependent we are. But we feel that I am the one who is doing everything. Like this place we are here. Now see how many factors have gone into our being here. First of all, we had the courage to leave the bed. Second thing, this hall was made available to us by the grace of the Lord. Then third thing, there was no strike. There is no calamity. And I have come here intact. How many things? And after having come here, we are not sleeping. See how many factors go. And then the things happen. See, friends, but what arrogance we have got. I have done so much for my children, but what I am getting? Don't get carried away by all that. Things happen exactly as we deserve, not as we desire. Kartuhu ajnaya prapyate phalam. But whenever we become miserable because of our own life and old lifestyle, we understand clearly the hit is falling on this non-existing entity called as the ego. Ego, egoing, egone. This is spiritual practice. First of all, define ego. See? Then you start your spiritual practice, egoing. And in the last verse, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, Aham petakam nija vibhanakam mahadidam tapo ramanavagyam. The ego gone, Aham apetakam. Then this I gets dissolved. We have completed our spiritual life. This is how the whole theme is beautifully developed in this book. So, kartuhu ajnaya prapyate phalam. And if we think, but I have put so much effort, I will succeed, forget about it. Karma kim param, has that karma the ultimate authority? Is it the supreme? No, that's jadam. When you take a scalpel and do an operation or cut somebody's throat, it makes no difference to the scalpel or to the hand. What makes difference is the intention behind it. See, friends. Therefore, simply doing the karma, kurute, ganga, sagar, gamanam, vrata paripalanam, athava, danam, this is all karma. And then we feel, I have done so much good, what I am getting? You are getting what you deserve. Karma kim param, karma tajjadam. That means we should stop doing karma? No. Mate sangha astu akarmani. Bhagavan says in Gita, never take refuge to indolence and withdrawal from activities. Till the last moment, we must be dynamically active. Anybody suggesting you, now bahut ho gaya, now we take rest. No, don't do that. They are your enemies. Once I was coming from Australia, and within less than 24 hours, I had to catch a next flight from Bombay to London. So my friend told me, Swamiji, why are you running so much? Actually, he was tired. He came to pick me up on the airport at night, 1 o'clock. It was heavily raining. And in Bombay airport, you don't get a place even to stand properly. And when I came and he said, Swamiji, why are you struggling so much? You have nothing behind you. Why don't you take a little rest? Why are you running? I said, okay, now I will rest in peace. Now onwards, from this moment onwards, I will stop running around. My London trip I cancel, and today onwards, I am going to stay in your house for the whole life. No, I don't mean that. There are prayers for earth. What is the prayer for the earth? Samudra vasane devi parvatasthana mandale Vishnu patni namastubhyam padasparsham kshamaswame. There are prayers for the waters. Gange cha yamune chaiva godavari saraswati narmade sindhu kaveri jalesmin sannidhim kuru. There are prayers for the fire. Agne naya supatharaye asman vayunani vidwan yuyuddhasma juhuranameno. Prayer for the fire. Then prayer for the air. Sri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Hanumanji Pavanaputra. What is the prayer for the space? No prayer for the space. Do you know why? Freely available all the time. Why you people don't get that kind of good food and respect in your own house, but I get? Because I am rarely available. घर की मुर्गी दाल बराबर. No, we have to say the other way around. घर की दाल मुर्गी बराबर. Because dal is expensive. See, friends, exactly the same way, we start taking things for granted. I am doing this thing, why I am not successful? Bhagavan says in Gita, Adhishtanam tatha karta karanam cha pruthak vidham vividhas cha pruthak cheshta daivam chaivatra panchamam sharira vang manor bhiyat karma prarabhate naraha nyayam va viparitam va panchayate tasya hetavaha. Anything that we do by our body, speech or mind, 5 factors are involved. Adhisthana, the body, Karta, the doer, Karanam, the instrument, and Pruthak Cheshta, lot required efforts, and 5th is Daivam Chaivatra Panchama. But we have that arrogance. I have done this thing. Such people, they do everything and yet they suffer in life. Don't do. There are three options how to lead our life. If you don't, reject, I don't, over. See? If you have to, do it cheerfully, happily. But what we do? We are average people. So, on the surface value, we show we are accepting. But inside, we are revolting. Net result, acidity. All those who have got these problems, they are of the third category. And therefore, they suffer in life. Therefore, karma kim param karma jadam. Karma doesn't have its own independent. Karma doesn't know whether you are cutting somebody's throat or doing some good. It's just inert. It's a byproduct of activity. Now, next one. What is karma? See, this example I have mentioned in some of my talks. Most of you listen all the talks, so anything before I say, you already tell it. Oh, I know this joke. See? So, when I go and take food, that is one of my most enchanting experience. Swami, you take first. We'll take later. Why? नहीं हम घर के हैं. So you are from outside. So you take first. And after that, if you survive, we'll take. Because they had doubt about their own cooking. So they'll be giving me the food. Okay, give and disappear. They will be all standing in Vivekananda pose and watching how I am eating. So you can imagine what a comfortable feeling it must be. Somebody is watching at you. But now I have become accustomed. As you listen to my talks, I listen to you. Makes no difference. So, I take chapati and struggle to get the dal in the dal. I get a total failure. Then sabji, achar, everything, make a thing. And the bite is ready to be eaten. That time my attention is not on my food, is on their face. So when it goes near, their mouth starts opening. This is called a tadatmya, identification. And that Amma whose mouth opens wider, Mama, please come here. She will come. See, among all, Swamiji called me. And then I'll give her that bite. After it is over and my food is over, then she came. Swamiji, now what will happen? What happened, I don't know. Today is Ekadashi. And you gave me rice and chapati and achar. Whole life I have been following Ekadashi. And today it is broken. I say, Ekadashi is broken, why you are miserable? It is something like, my pencil broke. So never have I taken another pencil. You don't understand anything. I don't know what will happen. I say, if Ekadashi broken, I know the result. What? You go to hell. You go to hell, yes. Now be attentive. Food I have eaten, act of eating is associated with a sense of doership. But when the food goes inside, after that, we don't have the sense that I am digesting the food. And therefore, when it is constipation, it is not a merit. When it is a dysentery, it is not a sin. When it is a proper digestion, it is not an achievement. Because there, I is not involved. So, karma kim param karma jadam means what? Can karma happen without the involvement of a doer? No. And therefore, this karma is jada. The doer is not the real. Karma kim param karma jadam. See. Then what to do with this problem? It's very simple. First thing is, we must know whatever we are doing, what for it is being done. Bhagavad Gita says, Yoginaha karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma shuddhaye. Yogis are performing all the activities for the purification of their mind. Now, what is the impurity of the mind? Impurity of the mind is studied with likes and dislikes. This is the only impurity. Now, see how simple it is. Likes and dislikes do not have any logic. I like some color, I don't like some color. What is the logic? No logic. And our whole life is guided by the influence of this personal likes and dislikes. See, my friends, and we think we are intelligent. Therefore, we have to be aware as to who is the prompting authority behind all what we do. Is it the raga dvesha or is it the wisdom? Who is putting us into activity? And once we become aware of this, then we will see that the things are done not because I like or I dislike, the things are done because they are ought to be done whether I like or don't like. The things which are ought to be done, they are for our good. The things which are done because we like and dislike, they are for our destruction. In Kathopanishad, the topic comes Shreya and Preya. Shreya means what is good for us. Preya means what we like. See, example, getting up early in the morning is good. Shreyas. But we don't like. So we continue sleeping up to 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Prayer. And our whole life is thereafter guided, influenced by the likes and dislikes. Therefore, when we are doing karma, if we are clear about what for the karma is done, yoginaha karma kurvanti, sangam tyaktva atma shuddhaye, we have to rise above our likes and dislikes. Like, we are told in our scriptures, begin your day early in the morning, Brahma Muhurta. Now, to make us get out of the bed early in the morning, what the scriptures are going to be benefited. It is for our good. See, but we don't understand that. Never mind if you don't understand, then listen to somebody. No, I don't listen. Then suffer. Therefore, karma is done to rise above this habitual lifestyle. Karmani chitta shuddhyartham. Therefore, this karma, if it is not done with this understanding, then what happens? Kruti mahodadhau patana karanam. Then we are submerged in the ocean of karma. And what is the ocean of karma? Do the karma, get the karma phala, then come under the influence of the karma phala, then do the karma. In this manner, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jataresha. And friends, recently I came across one man somewhere, and I don't entertain question answers. Yet he was asking my host, I want to come and spend some time with Swami. I said, I am not a garden to come and spend time. I have no time. No, but I want to talk. I said, start right now. Here only. No coming home and you know why I have observed this strictly? When I go to somebody's house, I can walk out. When somebody comes to my place, I can't push them out. I am nailed and they have no other thing to do. So they keep on sitting. I said, no more coming home. Talk here. Swamiji, मुझे भूत लग गया. An old man, no teeth, and every part was like the old ambassador car. You know the old ambassador car? Every part makes noise except the horn. In the same manner, his whole body was shaking except what he was talking, I could not understand. Then I asked, hey, what is talking? I don't understand. He says, Swamiji, he is telling, bhoot lag gaya. I said, go to some mantrik, he will do. No, I can't forget my past. And then he said, you name all the sins in the world I have done in my life. Now I cannot sleep. It is so disgusting. All of them come and stand in front of me. I have cheated people, I have killed people, I have done everything. But on the surface of it, I am a good person in the society. Now, what should I do? I said, forget about it. I can't forget. I said, suffer. Friends, if you keep yourself deeply involved in activities, you will not flush back in your past. I don't call it flashback, it's a flush. And then we keep on remembering, either good or bad, and refuse to live in the present. This is the meaning of Kruti Mahodadau Patana Karanam. All the time. This is how the old people are not accepted among the youngsters. Because old people have only the past. They have no future. Now I am old. Now what is the future for me? No future. But if I simply keep myself in one place, like you will see, there are many ashrams. And in those ashrams, all the asylum people assemble. And there, all oldies go there. And they keep on talking about the same thing. I was there, I was here. Nobody is interested. See? And then they will say, these days, the youngsters don't respect the elders. To be a grown-up person, what is our contribution? To make us grow age-wise, what we have done. No, every day I should get up and push the sun little this way. And no. But that ego comes. And therefore we suffer. Therefore I told that person, I said, look here, there is only one way about the past. And that is forget. And we can forget that which we have not done intentionally. Whatever things are done intentionally, they create a deep wound in our mind. And all bad things are done intentionally. See? Therefore, Kriti Mahodadau Padana Karanam. So till such time this I is there, we will never come out of this karma. And then we are told very elaborately, oh, there are three types of karma. One is the Sanchita karma. Gujaratis have got very funny names to their children. One Gujarati Amma came with her child. Maybe about 4 years or so. So that child I asked, hey, what's your name? Swamiji, my name is Sanchit. Then I asked, what about Prarabdha? Prarabdha is yet to come. So, Sanchita karma, Prarabdha karma and Agami karma. And it is so elaborately explained. And we start becoming serious about it. Oh, I am miserable because of this, because of that. And many of us, with wrong understanding, say, like in Vrindavan recently I was there, one lady said, Swamiji, because of my prarabdha, I am meeting you. Now, prarabdha is normally used to indicate prarabdha gives us only two things, joy and sorrows. There is no third. If we go to the temple, if we go for satsanga, it is not the karma phala. Ishvaranugrahat eva pumsam advaita vasana. Binu hari kripa mile nahi santa. But we have that karma. I have gone for satsanga. I have done this thing. And therefore we suffer. When there was this Mahakumbha Mela in Prayagraj, I went there only because of my friend Gordon Brown from UK. He says, Swamiji, this is the thing and happening and I want to come and you also must come. So I said, okay, I'll come. I planned accordingly. Reached that place. And he also came to Delhi. And by the next flight, he went back to London again. And then he wrote me, Swamiji, I landed in Delhi, but then I got a call from my daughter that my wife is admitted in ICU and she is very serious and she is only calling you. So I had no choice. I immediately went back. That day, it is very clearly established. You may decide, but there is some further authority. And then we get lost. See, I have done so much. I have not done bad anything to anybody. Why I am getting the wife like this? See, in this life you might not have decided. Last life you must have tortured her. And therefore in this life she is coming. No, then what should I do? Now behave properly with her. Otherwise next life again she will come. No, 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 don't make such a joke. Then behave properly. So we get so much lost. Kruti mahodadhau patana karanam. Because of the karma we are born. Because of the birth we do the karma. Because of the karma we are born. First bird or first egg. And we get caught up in this illusion of karma. Kriti mahodadau patana karanam. And what do we get because of this karma? Phalam ashashvatam. Whatever we get as a result of our activity, it cannot be permanent. Because the rule is, anything which begins in time must end in time. Whatever it may be. Like, take a stone, and the stone is inert by itself, and we throw it. So when we are throwing with that stone, our energy is associated. And because that association of that energy, the stone flies in the air, which otherwise it could not. And then it will go up to an extent till our energy is associated with the stone. The moment that energy is withdrawn or exhausted, it falls. Exactly the same way. This karma is phalam ashashvatam. See friends, now be very attentive. These difficulties, problems and failure in our karma is a blessing in disguise. I was in Indore. They asked me, Swamiji, sometime when you talk, I get convinced, but most of the times I get confused. What should I do? I said, you have caught me correctly. This is the principle of my life. Either convince or confuse. If you are confused, then it is like giving a vaccination dose. What the vaccination does? It is a dead germ which is included in your body. Because the germ is dead, it will not be able to create the disease, but it will create the antibodies against that disease. It's a prophylactic measure. And therefore, this body is preparing if there is a possible attack coming. In the same manner, if there is confusion, then only we start thinking. And if you are convinced, you don't have to worry. All the problems are avichara kruto bandha, vicharena nivartate. All the problems are avichara kruta. We don't think completely, we don't think fully. Our thinking is in a small little thing. Get out of these small little things in life. But we are unable to do that. If there is a room, and in that room, let there be a dead rat rotting or a nice agarbatti burning. Both of them will have impact on the inside of that room. But in the total space, then the whole world rot and burn. Nothing happens. Wherever we are lost in small little things, samsara begins. Break the barrier of smallness and expand yourself. Expansion is life and contraction is death. When we are in deep sleep, we have transcended the barriers of body identification. What is the barrier of body identification? I am body, I am young, I am old, I am man, I am woman, I am beautiful, I am awful. The second barrier, I am mother, I am father, husband, wife, brother, sister. Third barrier, nobody listens to me. Fourth barrier, चलो स्वामी जी को बोर करते. Only because identified with a small little body. And when we get tired of this body identification, what we unknowingly do is go to sleep. What is the sleep? Freedom from body identification. Nothing else. And that is why when people sleep in the satsang, I like it. Because they have already transcended, crossed one barrier. Practice to karna hi hai. Start. Go to satsang and sleep. This I am not telling out of my head. Many people tell me this. Swamiji, whenever I am your fan and no day goes without I listen to your talks. And then whole day I am tired, exhausted, come home, take nice supper and take a fresh shower and lie down on my bed and I start your MP3 and I don't know when I sleep. That day I realized people don't listen to me to awaken. They listen to me to go to sleep. See, Sahaji, I don't know what happens to your voice, but your voice is so soothing that in no time I go to sleep. I said, when I talk, I take a dose of anesthesia. And I talk also in that mode, so you also listen to that. Kruti mahodadau patana karanam. Wrong thinking creates the samsara. Right thinking liberates you from the samsara. If somebody is having problem, let us take, a polio. This happened in Calcutta. I went to somebody's place and I didn't know he was a victim of the polio. So he was sitting in his place. When I went, he got so overwhelmed, excited, and as if he has forgotten that he has got a leg problem, he got up and wanted to run and do namaskar to me, and because of his weak legs, he fell down. So when he fell down, will I laugh at him? Will I condemn him? When physical weaknesses, physical abnormalities deserve sympathy, understanding, much more than that, the mental abnormalities deserve more sympathy and more understanding. See, friends. But the problem is, we are also of the same type. It's not that the other person is having a mental issue. We are super mental. And this is how all the problems of life come. So, Kruti Mahodadau Patana Karanam Phalam Ashashvatam. Therefore, why we are doing some karma is only for one purpose, and the purpose is if karma helps us discover, be attentive, good karma in the last life, happiness in this life. Bad karma in the last life, miseries in this life. Good karma in this life, happiness in the next life. Bad karma in this life, miseries in the next life. The what we have understood. And what we should understand. We have understood, oh, because of my own thing I am so miserable. No, that is not the meaning. The purpose is, I existed before this body was born. I am existing in this body, and when this body is dropped, it is burnt into ashes, yet I suffer joy and sorrows. That means, who am I? I am someone other than the body. Therefore, the karma is done for attainment of freedom from body identification. If freedom from body identification is not happening, whatever you are doing is humbug, useless, no meaning to that. The first culprit in our life is body identification. Unless that is done off, we are nowhere on the spiritual path. See? But you will see most of us go into these various kind of religious or upasana only for fulfilling the desires. And desires happen only when we are identified with the body. If you are not identified with the body, desires cannot come. Like in the deep sleep, we have no desires. And because there are no desires, we are happy. And because we are happy, everybody likes us. See? Once I went to somebody's house, they had a small little child, maybe about 8 months or 1 year. So when I went, that Amma was doing something. So I said, hey, where is my baby? I want to go and see. Oh, Swamiji, he is sleeping in the cradle. So I went and I wanted to lift him, and she came and pulled me with my collar. Swamiji, please don't. I said, look here, he's so sweet. I can't hold, I had to kiss him. Swamiji, he is sweet only when he is sleeping. The moment he is awake, he is an Rakshasa. Please don't do that. The way from the sweetness has come, body disidentification. So whatever we are doing as karma or dharma, the purpose should be freedom from body identification. If that is not happening, anything you may do. This is what Bhagavan Shankara says. Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athavadanam Angam Galitam Paritam Mundam Dashanamihinam Jatam Tundam Vruddho Yati Gruhitva Dandam Tadapina Munchati Asha Pindam. Desires are born only when we have a sense of incompleteness. Incompleteness begins with body identification. Spiritual practice begins, Bhagavan Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, Nirmana Moha, Jita Sangha Dosha. Nirmana Moha. Mana is measurement. We all are measured entities. This is my date of birth, this is my size, and this is my weight. Date of birth, time, size, space, weight, object. So we have measured ourselves with these three parameters of time, space, and object. Till such time we are limited person, desires cannot leave us. Therefore, here the teacher says, Phalam Ashashvatam, whatever you may gain, it is not going to be all the time. See? Like, the children, they struggle and they study hard, and I must get the admission. Okay, you get the admission. Thereafter, oh, I have to study now. Without that, I can't. You study. Then I should get out of this college. I should get first position. You get first position. Now what? Now getting a job. Then you get a job. Then after, now I have to work hard. Otherwise, I will not get promotion. You do that. There is no end to it. The one person, a doctor, he asked me, Swamiji, what sin I have done? I had to work so hard. I said, the sin you have done, why did you pass in your 10th standard? Had you failed, you would never have become a doctor. And who is a doctor? Who doesn't like healthy people? Whenever a doctor sees a healthy person, he becomes a patient. कोई नहीं आ रहा है. Therefore, wise people never take the profession of medicine. They provide material to the doctors. Hey friends, phalam ashashvatam. Any gain through karma cannot be permanent. It is only temporary. Phalam ashashvatam. And because of this, gati nirodhakam. The net result is gati nirodhakam. Our spiritual evolution is arrested. And such people, you just can't even talk to them. Such people become very angry, frustrated. Once I was going by train, there was some accident. So the train stopped. Summer days, very hot. And in a forest area, no even a tap water, nothing. So nothing to do. So all the people got down, started walking near the trail, and then afterwards I also got down. Those days, our Indian trains didn't have ACs. So I was in a three-tier compartment. And I also got down and walked here and there, water also exhausted. So then again I went and sat. So there was one old man, middle-aged man, with his daughter. And he asked me, what are you doing? I said, nothing. What are you? I said, I am a Swami. You don't do anything? I said, no. See, this train is getting late and I am worried. And I said, I am not worried, I am happy. Because we have paid to Government of India money for 24 hours. But now we are utilizing the facilities for 36 hours. Where is the loss? When I said like this, he became so angry. You have nothing to do. I had to get my daughter married and I went for shopping to Howrah. Now imagine, people from Bombay, they go for the shopping to Howrah. People from Howrah, they go for shopping for the marriage to Varanasi. People from Varanasi, they come to Bengaluru. Hat terigi to. Wherever you are, be a happy man. See? And he was so angry with me and started talking all nonsense. So I kept quiet. I knew that he is derailed. So his daughter said, Papa, what are you talking? This is not the way to talk to Swami. You don't teach me. He has nothing to do. I worry about you. No, his worry is pouring on me because I am happy. This is how God has created marriages. They say, no, the marriages are created in the heaven, but it is incomplete. So also the thundering and lightning is also created in the heaven after marriage. Hey, friends. And how God created this thing? Two opposite poles are brought together, cathode and anode. If the husband is very methodical, systematic, wife is happy-go-lucky. She will never bother for anything in the house. And the husband is always frustrated. How many times I told my wife, she doesn't listen, Swamiji. I said, if she listens, she will be your servant, secretary. Don't forget, she is your wife. You have to listen to her. See? But then how to deal with such a wife, you tell me. I said, that I can tell you. When the wife talks, you should not talk. When she is quiet, you should keep quiet. There will be happiness all over. But we keep on arguing. No, wives cannot be improved. And husbands cannot be intelligent. Now wives are happy. Thank God. Otherwise I am labelled that I am against the wives, against the ladies. Narayana. Phalam shashvatam gati nirodhakam. Then we get stuck in this world. See friends, don't get stuck anywhere. Then what is to be done? Ishwararpitam nechaya krutam chitta shodhakam mukti sadhakam. Ishwararpitam. Whatever is done, do it for the sake of the Lord. When we do some puja, etc., so suppose we have to give the bath to the Lord. Will we take the mug from the toilet and use that water for giving bath to the Lord? If we have to offer a naivedya to the Lord, will we take yesterday's leftover sandwich from the fridge and give it to Om Pranaya Swaha? Om Pranaya Swaha. No! Whatever is done for the Lord, it is done perfectly, beautifully, and with an attitude of surrender. Ishvara Arpitam. And Nechaya Kritam. Do for the joy of it. Not what will I get if I do. You will get nothing. Be attentive. Real spiritual evolution begins when you give up all your desires. What will I get by doing meditation? You will get nothing. Are you ready? Then step in. But then the gimmicks are played. I was called in Mumbai by the judges. One of the judges was very close friend. He said, Swamiji, we are about 100 of us here. and we want to organize your talk. I said, okay, organize. 2 talks were organized. All the judges came. And they said, Swami, tell us something on meditation, because we are always under tension, stress, and political and rules, regulations, and very difficult. Always tense. So teach us something. Meditation for tension-free life. I said, okay, first of all, these 2 talks, let us give them a label. What is the label? I said, you are all justice. Justice Agrawal, Justice Krishna Swami. But are you doing justice? You only give judgment. Judgments are not justice. Then I told, you are asking me to tell meditation for tension. It is something like, weightlifting for spondylosis. Meditation is not for unhealthy people. It is for the healthy people. But this is how? The wrong way. And then they'll be struggling. What is the meditation? Don't think. You may say don't think. The mind keeps thinking. Then chitta vritti nirodha, and keep on biting. Chitta vritti nirodha, chitta. Or other thing, when you sit for meditation, you will see the light. Yes, I saw one, but thereafter never the light is coming. What could be the reason? Fuse. Bulb fuse ho gaya hai. Badal do. These are all the cartoons of meditation. Meditation is not for the unhealthy people. See? But suddenly we want to get into it and then we suffer. Therefore, Ishwararpitam, when things are done as our offering to the Lord, we expect nothing out of it. It is not done for getting something. It is done for getting everything. Not for getting anything. If our puja, archa makes us forget ourselves, then the truth is the Lord is important. And how do we know that we have lost ourselves in our devotion to the Lord? We forget even to ask anything. If we are asking something, then what is happening? The God becomes the means and the worldly achievements become the goal. What should be the real spiritual practice or real upasana? The upasana becomes the means and devotion is the goal. But we do the other way around. So God becomes the means and the worldly useless things become the goal. And this is how we suffer in life. Therefore, whenever we are doing Ishwararpitam, it must be done perfectly, very well. In the 3rd chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Yajnarthat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangat samachara. Hey Arjun, Yajnartha, Yajna is one of the name of Lord Vishnu, Om Yajnaya Namaha. Those who read the Vishnu Sahasranam, there this name comes, Yajna. Yajnarthat anyatra. Anything which is done not for the sake of the Lord become the cause of bondage in this world. Yajnarthat karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhana. Then, what is to be? Tadartham karma kaunteya. Do everything for the sake of the Lord. And how to do that? Samachara. Perfectly well. And you can do anything perfectly well only if you love it to do. Average people want to do what they love. The extraordinary people, they love whatever they are supposed to do. See the difference? Therefore, samachara. And although we are getting so sincerely involved in any activity, yet protect yourself from attachment. Therefore, mukta sangas samachara. See, my friends, this is the meaning here. Ishwararpitam nechaya krutam. Who is prompting us? Is our love or is it our desire? Friends, whenever things are done out of love, you don't get tired, you don't get bored. Like I go to so many houses and after food by mistake I say Anna Data Sukhi Bhava. So the husband also gives blessing to his wife. May she give me this kind of good food every day and not fresh from the fridge. Then the question comes, Swamiji, how come when you come the food is so good and so tasty, but we never get this kind of food? Why don't you stay in our house? Every first day I will be in your life. Now why this happens? Because she is not doing it as a burden. She is doing it as an act of love. Anything you do with these two attitudes, you will never be tired. What is required is this. Then the karma is meaningful. So Ishwararpitam Nechaya Kritam. What will be the result of this type of doing karma? Chitta Shodhakam. Then the mind will become purer and purer. And I told you very clearly, pure mind means free from the influence of likes and dislikes. Things are done because they are ought to be done, not because I like or I don't like. That is not the criteria. So Chitta Shodhakam. And when our mind is free from likes and dislikes, what happens? Under every condition, we are at peace. This is the only reason because of which we are able to move around the world. Do you think we go to so many places, so many houses, we get the things what we like? Many places the other day where I went, I don't remember, very nicely, sincerely that lady has prepared the food. But it was so spicy, probably she has added more spices rather than anything else. So I asked, I said, Mama, what is this sabji? Havini, this is palak ki sabji. I said, no, this is mirchi ki sabji, usme palak dala hai. So spicy, you can't put in your mouth. Then what should I do? Oh, you add sugar into that. Imagine. So in that palak sabji spicy, she added sugar. So I ate it. It is still not going, Mama. Okay, take some ghee in that. Then she added ghee. Improving. I said, no, sir. Then do one thing. I'll add some yogurt, curd in that. I said, why are you making experiment on me? You eat that. I'll take a glass of water, is enough for me. See? Therefore, Chitta Shodhakam. If our mind is at peace, be attentive. If our mind is at peace, we are not under the influence of likes and dislikes. Don't have this wrong notion. This I learned from one Amma. He said, Swamiji, I have been listening to you right from last 30, 40 years. But today you have sorted out my all problems of life. I said, please tell me also. He said, you told that don't imagine that you will love everybody in this world. It is not possible. Bhagavad Gita says, Indriyasya indriyasyarthe raga dvesho vyavastitau tayoho vasham na agachet tau yasya paripanthinau. It is natural that we like something, we dislike something. That is not the sin. Tayoho vasham na agachet. Don't come under the influence of the personal likes and dislikes because they are paripanthino. For the seeker, these are the looters. Paripanthi means looters, dacoits. So what happened? He said, you told because of this shloka that don't imagine you will like everybody in this world. He says, Swamiji, it has removed all my problems. Please tell me what is that. We have been always told in life, love everybody. And I was struggling, but I cannot love my mother-in-law. Period. I cannot. And I was struggling throughout my life. And I can't love her. She is a monster. What is to be done? But today when you told, it has relaxed me. So There is nothing wrong if I don't like somebody. But then, tayoho vasham na agachet. So what is to be done? When she comes, go to the toilet. Acha, excuse me. And then yad gatva nanivartante. Take your own time. Don't react. Don't interact. Keep yourself protected from yourself. And one of the best way to disagree with anybody is to agree immediately, particularly old people. Never argue with the old people. Whatever they say, before listening, say yes. Because after 2 minutes, they'll forget. Yes, kiske baare mein kaha? But if you interact and argue, it will become real. Acha, okay, theek hai. Kiske baare mein? Okay. Forget about it. Tayoho vasham na agachet. This is what the meaning is chitta shodhakam. Now, such a mind which is at peace with oneself, such a mind alone can be an instrument of spiritual evolution. That mind which is all the time frustrated, angry, reacting, cannot think of something higher in life. Like when we go to the temple, etc., with a desire, with a sankalpa, I should get this, I should get that, our attention is not on God. Attention is on our sankalpa. Similarly, here also, mukti sadhakam. We have to liberate ourselves from this preoccupation in the world. And it is for this purpose God gives us troubles. God gives us problems. If you have studied Gita properly, you will come to know. In the first chapter, there was no reason for Arjuna to get confused. Bhagwan created that situation. When he was told, take the chariot between the two armies, had he taken the chariot in front of Duryodhan, Dushasan, Arjuna would never have asked any question. He was there to kill them. But that is not the purpose of life. What Bhagwan did, he took the chariot in front of his grandfather and Guru. Friends, fighting with the enemies is not a big deal. When you have to fight with your own nears and dears, then from there, the Arjuna Vishada Yogona, that difficulty, that tragedy, because of which the course of our life changes from the dog words to the God words. That Vishada, that tragedy is the yoga. It is not the roga. See, friends, the day we understand this principle, the spiritual practice begins. Stop reacting in life. Because when we react, we are disturbed. The person because of whom we are disturbed, he is not disturbed. See? For example, I don't like somebody. Imagine. And that person doesn't know that I don't like him or her. So he or she will come, Swamiji, how are you? And inside, oh God, early morning this fellow has come. And that fellow doesn't know I hate him. See? One man came in the evening home and he was talking to his wife. I don't know, today everything was a mess. Nothing happened properly. I don't know whose face I have seen early in the morning. So he was hinting at his wife. But she was realized. He said, see honey, I told you so many times, early morning you get up and go for shaving and therefore this thing. Relax. Don't take life too seriously. Whenever we are serious in life, we are not acting, we are reacting. Stop reacting. Start acting. This is what is said. All the problems of life are sorted out by one simple word. So life is Ram Leela or Krishna Leela. That's it. And Leela, everything appears to be happening, but in fact nothing is happening. That's it. Like this is a Satsanga Leela, as if you are listening. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.